UFC Jelousy. This has been going on for a long time, and I want to make people aware of this. Guys, jealousy is a sad thing, and it's something that's always been around, but like now with the internet, and just, it's a shame that it's, plus like just people's character, people's class. It's like nowadays you don't really have to have any class. You can just kind of say whatever you want. You can run whatever you want. You can run it down or do whatever. UFC jealousy. This is something that it exists, and we see seen a lot of it from like Dana White. And now to this day, UFC is way bigger than all these other organizations, and you're starting to see that. I mean, Bellator is putting on these kind of oddball spectacle fights. Okay, Kimbo Slice versus Ken Shamrock, the most views that they've ever gotten. Okay, people are tuning in to watch it, and the UFC is like, I know, like Dana White's like, damn, he's like this. Oh shoot. Because guess what? Bellator could really, if all they did was put on spectacle-type fights, guys that used to fight, that are old. I mean, Bellator, what if they could literally have Brock Lesnar versus, Chael Sonnen? Like, I mean, it would be ridiculous, but they could literally, have that fight and get a lot of views. Now, could they afford to pay it out? I don't know, but they would have to get guys that maybe are hurting for money or whatever. I don't know what Kimbo and Ken Shamrock got paid. I tried to look it up. I tried to find out what they got paid, and I couldn't seem to find it. But guys, this has been going on for a long time, and I want you to take note of it after watching this video. Say, look when you see people talking bad about something or running something down, it's because they're jealous, guys. It's because they're jealous. If they weren't jealous, they wouldn't care. They would not care. And I'm giving you just an example of this. Okay, back when Fedor signed with Strikeforce, and he was going to fight Brett Rogers. Brett Rogers was undefeated at the time. Okay, and he was on a tear. Okay, Dana White's like, well, yeah, let's see what just beating Brett Rogers going to get you. You know what I mean? Because he's jealous of the fight. He's jealous of it. He wants to run it down. Okay, Brett Rogers is nobody. Oh, he's just a piece of garbage. That's according to Dana White back then, which wasn't true. And Brett Rogers, just to put it in perspective, Brett Rogers knocked out Andrei Arlovsky. Knocked him out. Okay, is Andrei Arlovsky not fighting in the UFC right now? And could possibly be fighting for the UFC title. And Andrei Arlovsky was the champion in the UFC. So you're running somebody down, saying that they're nothing, yet they've knocked out somebody who was a champion in your organization. And now to this day is back in the UFC and could possibly be the champion, but he got knocked out by Brett Rogers, who you're criticizing. I mean, the only reason, I'm not saying Brett Rogers is that great, I'm just using that as an example. He's just running him down because he's jealous. I mean, if Brett Rogers was 5 wins and 5 losses at the time, would Dana White even be commenting on him? No. He's commenting on him because he's 10-0, and there's, could possibly be a star, and because he's jealous. So that's this whole thing. You're going to see a lot of this. With Bellator putting on fights, spectacle fights, if they're smart, they're going to do a lot more of this. And they're going to be, all these fights are fixed, the fight was fixed, and they're going to be running it down. And it's UFC jealousy. And that is fact. Be aware of it. and I'll see you guys later.